Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And I am extremely pleased to have the chance to read from the nominations this physician received for the McGovern Award for Clinical Excellence. One physician colleague described his influence in the field. Treating Cushing's disease may not at first seem hugely impactful because it's rare. However, patients typically search for the correct diagnosis and treatment for more than a decade. During this time, many become incredibly ill. Once a diagnosis is made and surgery is indicated, there are few surgeons who perform enough of these surgeries and have the skill to effect excellent outcomes with few complications. He is a brilliant surgeon whose skill results in phenomenal outcomes with an incredibly low complication rate. It's true. Another colleague describes his well-respected and well-known expertise. A superb clinician, he is recognized nationally and internationally for his expertise. His diagnostic acumen and published surgical outcomes are typically benchmarks for any meeting, guideline, or national or international discussion on the care of patients with pituitary tumors. He is a cornerstone of the neuroendocrine multidisciplinary unit. Collaborative, always approachable, available anytime, day or night, and at all times, thinking about the best care for a patient. I can personally attest to these comments and would like to read an excerpt from my own nomination. I was lucky enough to have him agree to mentor me as his first fellow. Working side by side with someone as smart, kind, thoughtful, efficient, collaborative, and skilled as this physician was the highlight of my neurosurgical training. He is honest, mild-mannered, and humble. And getting a chuckle out of him is always a very rewarding feeling. His dictated consult notes are widely known to be the best summary of patient history in the entire chart, entered and signed within minutes of the patient leaving his office. And as for those patients, I recently spoke to one of them. He and his wife have been cared for by this physician for up to 25 years. And the patient's wife said, "There are no words to describe the kind of doctor he is. He gave me his personal cell phone number because he had to go to a meeting while my husband was in the hospital, and he wanted to make sure I could contact him. What do you say about someone who does everything so above and beyond?" His longtime assistant says, "Look up awesome in the dictionary," and that's how all of his patients feel about him. I could not agree more, and that's how all of us who know him feel. And it is with great pleasure that I ask Dr. Brooke Swearingen to come up and receive the 2019 McGovern Award for Clinical Excellence for Surgical Services.